Hi, I'm Emily here at the Whale Interpretive Center, and today we're going to be discussing otters. If you'd like to hear this video en français, check out my coworker Audrey's video. She'll be filming the same video for us in French. So we're not in the museum. We've taken a field trip down to the Telegraph Cove Marina because this is where a lot of people see otters and a lot of confusion happens. So this video is mostly going to clear up the what's the difference between a sea otter and a river otter question, and how to tell the difference when you're out and you see an otter in nature somewhere. So the first and foremost thing we like to clear up is if you see an otter and it is on land, it is very rarely going to be a sea otter. The vast majority of the time, the river otters are the only ones that come onto land. In fact, most of a sea otter's life does take place in the water. Sleeping, eating, mating, having babies, it all is happening in the ocean. With river otters, we're going to see them come up onto shore or onto a dock way more often. And so if you're wandering down the docks and you see a little otter scurrying along, even if you're in the ocean, it is going to be a river otter. We do see river otters in all types of water bodies. We see them in rivers, of course, as the name would suggest. We also see them in lakes, and we do see them in the ocean. The sea otter is only an ocean-going creature. You're not going to see these guys in a river or a lake. The diet is also really different between these animals because their habitats are different. So river otters, we're going to see eating reptiles, amphibians, insects, fish as well. They love the bits and pieces left over from people cleaning fish. That's why they often live in marinas. In fact, the cleaning tables are just right there, so we often see them here. The sea otter is going to be eating more crab, more urchins, shellfish like clams and oysters. They will eat fish and squid as well, but these guys are the ones that have the sea otters have that classic otter pose on their back eating something. They also use a rock to open things. They use tools, which is very clever, and so that's kind of, you know, the otter that most people comes to mind when I say otters. The otter on its back, that's the sea otter, not the river otter. These animals are really different in size. You can see that the sea otter is quite a bit bigger than this river otter here, and we do have the full skeletons in the whale museum, so definitely drop by and check those out. The other difference with these guys is their population numbers. We do see more river otters here because the sea otters were wiped out for their pelts in the fur trade. These guys have a very, very dense coat that keeps them warm, and so it was very desirable for people who were trapping. And so they were reintroduced into BC in the late 60s and early 70s after being cleaned out. They were reintroduced from Alaska, and they've done really well, but the population's still only at about 5,000 individuals, and you're more likely to see these animals on the west coast of Vancouver Island. We don't see them too often on the Inside Passage here in Johnson Strait, not as commonly as you would these river otters. So don't hesitate to stop by the Whale Interpretive Center to learn more about these animals or any other animals. Have a great day.